Question 10. The equation x cubed minus 2x equals 30 has a solution between 3 and 4. Use a trial and improvement method to find this solution. Give your answer correct to one decimal place. You must show all you're working out. So we're going to need to use trial and improvement, and I like to use a table. So a table with 3 columns. And the first column is my trials for my x values. Then I've got that and comments. So the first thing I'm going to try then is between the value of x to get it to equal to 30 is between 3 and 4. So I'm going to try 3.5. So 3.5 cubed minus 2 lots of 3.5 gives us 35.875. Now that is too big. When the value of x is 3.5, we get 35.875, which is too big. So we need to go a little bit smaller. So let's try 3.4. So 3.4 cubed minus 2 times 3.4 is equal to 32.504, which is still too big. So slightly smaller. Hopefully this is going to be too small. So 3.3 cubed minus 2 times 3.3 gives us 29.337. Too small. So we know at this moment that the value of x is between, or must be between, 3.3 and 3.4. The question says give your answer correct to one decimal place. So your answer is either 3.3 or 3.4. But which one's the correct answer? So we need to do one more trial and do it bang in the middle of those two values. So 3.35, and that gives us 30.895375. Now that is too big. Therefore, at the midpoint, that's too big. That means it's closer to 3.3. So that is your final answer. Now let me just explain that. So you knew the value of x was between 3.3 and 3.4, where 3.3 was too small and 3.4 was too big. So we tried exactly in the middle, 3.35, and in the middle it was still too big, which means all the values between 3.35 and 3.4 are too big. It must be somewhere in between 3.3 and 3.35. Therefore, it is closer to 3.3. So your final answer, x equals 3.3. Now, question 10 is worth 4 marks in total. Let's have a look at how you get those marks. So the first mark becomes for any trials between 3 and 4, which we've done here. The second mark comes from any trials between 3.3 and 3.4 inclusive, so actually trying 3.3 and 3.4, which we've done here. The third mark is then for trialing something between 3.3 and 3.4. Okay, so we tried exactly the halfway mark to prove which one it was closer to. And the fourth and final mark is for the answer of 3.3, not 3.4. And that's it for question 10.